Welcome back to EarthChangers. You know, the nip of fall is in the air now, and of course that means we're all looking at Christmas. It's a little early, yes, a little bit early to be thinking of Christmas, but not too early to be thinking about what you're going to do about certain things at Christmas. I'm speaking today with Chelsia Spivey. She's the Marketing and Special Events Coordinator with Salvation Army Greenville Area Command. Good morning, Chelsia.
Good morning.
We've spoken before. Yes. And we wanted to come back again to revisit something that's coming up and something that you have a tremendous need in this area. It's time to start volunteering to ring the bell at the Kettle.
I wish we had a bell in here that we could ring.
Oh, seriously. I'll see if I can throw in a special effect later. Ready? Okay, there. Hopefully there was a bell there. If not, I don't know. It might be funnier. We'll see.
Imagine it. Yes.
Yeah. But it is time because the good bell ringing slots fill up fast, don't they?
They do, yes.
But on the other hand, there's a lot of empty kettles, too.
That's right.
You have over 60 kettles just in the Greenville area alone.
Yeah, 60 kettle sites. And folks are familiar with those, I'm sure. I mean, during the Christmas months, you can't go to a Walmart or a store at the mall or even a BI-LO without seeing that red shield and the red kettle there. So.
Yeah. And so many people think, I'd love to do some volunteering around the holidays. We're all busy, but everyone has some free time available. And you start to think, what can I do? There's always the, volunteering at a soup kitchen for Thanksgiving. That's very limited right there. That's
right.
One day. Volunteering at a soup kitchen is always something you can do with the Salvation Army.
Yes.
So you can, that's one other thing too. But with 60 kettle locations through the Christmas season and 2 months heading up to Christmas, that's a lot of volunteer hours you need to fill.
That is.
Okay, so how can somebody volunteer to ring the bell at the Kettle?
Yeah, the easiest way to learn more details about it, to kind of know what you're getting into before you sign up.
Okay.
And just to see the availability that we have is to go to our website, and that's www.salvationarmygreenville.org. And if you'll just go to the homepage, you'll see a big red button that says volunteer. Just click on that button and it'll take you to our volunteer website. And that lists all of our volunteer opportunities and especially that kettle option. So like I said, you can take a look, see where our locations are, see the time frames that you would sign up for, bribe your kids to do it and then sign up.
Are there specific time frames, specific hours you need to fill, or can you go, well, I'm available during this time? Yeah,
well, we ring Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
So that is an 8-hour shift. And I believe we ring in 2-hour shifts per time.
Okay, so you're asking for a minimum 2-hour
yes,
commitment.
That's correct. And of course, if you want to ring all day, we'll throw you out there. Well, let's just take a quick break to get some lunch and have fun with that. But yeah, if you want to just do 2 hours, we realize people are busy, so 2 hours is perfect.
Now, if you volunteer, where are you likely to be placed?
Yeah, so most of our individual volunteers, so, say you and your family, Amy, want to sign up to ring, we have a great relationship with the Haywood Mall, so we do put most of our volunteers at that location. Of course, we have circumstances with people in further outlying areas in Greenville, and we can work with them to set them up with a location that's a little closer to their home. But the majority of folks love ringing at the Haywood Mall. It's, that really is kind of the hub of Christmas.
Right.
You see lots of activity there. There's never a boring moment while you're ringing there.
Certainly plenty of people coming by.
That's right. And lots of people to hear those great carols that you're going to sing. So.
Yes. I love singing at the Kettle.
Yes.
You can you bring a boombox? Provide your own accompaniment?
As long as the mall's okay with it, we're okay with it. We've seen folks bring acoustic guitars out there and sing carols. We've seen lots of really, really cute kids, some cute puppies.
So it's all right to bring your children along?
Oh, of course.
And your pets?
If they're if they're on a leash and have some reindeer antlers, then I think we'll be okay with
would,
that.
I think, bring in a lot of donations.
Right.
Puppy, here!
Yes.
But of course, you have so many hours to fill. So it's not likely that you're going to call and find nothing available.
Right.
Or sign up and find nothing available.
I pray for that day to happen, but not at this point, no.
Right. Right. So you could pick it at your convenience anytime, Monday through Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
That's correct.
Yeah. So that's a lot of hours.
It is. It is. And, all of those proceeds, what people may not realize is when you're ringing that bell or you're putting that couple of dollars in the kettle, that is going to support the mission of the Salvation Army, which, we operate those services 365. We say need knows no season. And that goes to support our women, children's, men's shelter, our rehabilitation program, our food pantry, all of those services.
So many things, so many good things that you do throughout the community.
Yeah, thank you.
And so much that you've done in the past couple of months, what with the hurricanes ongoing, Irma, Harvey. And one thing that you've told me before is it's so important. It's always difficult right after a disaster to get people into an area that might be flooded out. What you need are people who are already there, and Salvation Army is in every community.
Right. And we really are very organized. We have a separate, we call it EDS, Emergency Disaster Services.
Okay.
And we have people who are every day of the year monitoring the weather, creating plans for what they would do when a situation like Harvey or Irma were to happen.
Wow.
And we do try to get there before the disaster. When Irma hit, our team was out the week before in Charleston, when we thought that Irma was going towards Charleston, to just be there in advance to serve those emergency workers who were already preparing for that. There's just so many logistics and details that go into preparing for a hurricane, and just serving those first responders is something that the Salvation Army does really well, in my opinion.
Yeah, and housing the homeless, feeding the hungry, doing all the things you're supposed to do.
That's right. Our mission is to serve those in need.
Yes.
So, and that's what we try to do.
Yes, and we thank you for that service.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so once again, if you're looking to be on a kettle this year, and let me tell you, this is what a great lesson for kids. Is you're not going to go out there and leave them alone. Is there a lower age limit?
No, if they're with the parents,
alone?
For volunteering alone, we would love them to be really 16 and older.
Okay.
We do have a youth day, which is really fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's on our website as well.
So they can
look on that volunteer page and see that.
On
that's
SalvationArmyGreenfield.org. Okay.
And then one other thing that I'll mention, we actually have a competition for bell ringers. So if you are competitive and just to make it a little more fun, I know there's some folks out there that are like, I could raise the most money. Like they already have a plan scheming of how they could do this, which I love that. I think that's so fun. So we do have a competition. It's called Battle of the Bells.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And that you are at the Haywood Mall for that, but you do get to pick your day that you ring. And that is an 8-hour full day. So it's great for civic groups, church groups, volunteer organizations, Key Club, all these different little groups that people are involved in. It's great for the event organizer or for the group organizer of that to sign up their team and then make the schedule. We can do an hour shift or 2-hour shifts, cover that whole day, and then we award the group who's raised the most money at their site with a really cool trophy, I have to say.
Nice.
The competition's been going for about 4 years now, and we have some very competitive winners.
Wow.
Yes. One group in particular has won for the past 2 years, and she's probably mad that I'm even sharing this with the rest of the world because she's
bringing more people in?
Right. Very competitive. Goodness, I think they ended up raising close to $8,000 in one day last year.
Wow. That's fantastic.
It's pretty amazing. So,
and even if you're not competitive, this is something, if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity for any group you have.
Right.
This is a way you can sign up your whole group, get them all involved.
Right. And like you said, with the families, I've seen, there have been families who've come back year after year and their kids have grown up with this.
Yeah.
And now kids of kids are doing this. And just what a beautiful tradition for a family to have.
And of course, anyone with kids in junior beta or beta clubs, you need those volunteer hours.
Right. And we're happy to sign those sheets for you.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
All right. So again, if you wish to volunteer with the Salvation Army this holiday season in the Greenville area with one of the kettles, you can go to salvationarmygreenville.org and hit the big red volunteer button. Don't worry, that's not going to sign you up immediately. That's just going to take you to the page where you can see all the different
Right, where
volunteer
you're learning more.
opportunities.
Yes, and if you're in Pickens or Oconee counties, and or any of the upstate counties, really, you can still go to that website, and it will direct you if you're in other counties and are interested, or just Google your local Salvation Army. I'll speak for all those other counties as well. They definitely need volunteers just as much.
Right. 60 locations in Greenville County alone. You can imagine if you total it up between Greenville and Spartanburg and Cherokee and Lawrence and Anderson and Oconee and Pickens.
Yeah. And if you don't know where to go, if you can't find those Salvation Army phone numbers, just call Greenville, and we're happy to transfer you to where you need to go.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me today, Chelsia.
Thank you so much for having me.
I've been speaking with Chelsia Spivey, the Marketing and Special Events Coordinator with Salvation Army Greenville Area Command. Thank you, Chelsia.
Thank you.
And we will be back with more Earth Changers right after this.